What's going on, everyone? I got here the Specialized S-Works Venge in a size 54, weighing at 17 pounds, 3 ounces, 7.81 kilos. This is with pedals installed, 2 bottle cages, the Specialized Power Mirror saddle, the stick light in the front, the rear, the stick light in the front, and then they have this AERO bar attachment as well, and a Garmin mount. So keep that in mind, 7.81 kilos with all that on there. Stay tuned after video. Here is a free body sound test on those CLX 64s. Thank you. What's up, everyone? It's GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I have for you guys the Trek MADONE Project 1 and the SLR9 800 OC LV. It's a 58 centimeter. This is with pedals, cages, mount, light, saddlebag, 20 pounds, 8 ounces, 9.30 kilos. This thing's a tank, but it looks good. You gotta be fast and heavy. Stay tuned after the video. We're gonna have a free body sound test, and thank you guys so much. Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is GC Performance here, back with another video. Today we're gonna be talking about Specialized Venge versus the Trek MADONE to see which is a better aero bike. Anyways. Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is GC Performance here, back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Specialized Venge versus the Trek MADONE. And we're going to be breaking down between the two bikes, which is the best aero bike to buy and which is the king of the roads. So without further ado, let's get right into both of them. We're going to be talking about price points, weight, stiffness versus compliancy, which one I think is more aero, which I don't have the test results to back it up, but we're going to go ahead and give my biased opinion. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So with both bikes, this is a Specialized S-Works Venge. I know they're not the same exact components. We're not focusing on components. This one is the top line carbon that they make by the MADONE, but it's with the SRAM Force on there. This is the top of line bike that Specialized makes, the S-Works Venge. This one retails for $12,500. This model retails for $8,300. So we're not going to be focusing on components. We know they both make bikes similar price ranges, similar components, but we'll go ahead and get into it. So this one goes for $12,500. Weight at 17 pounds, 3 ounces. It's a size 54, and this is real world weights with this aero bar setup that this is like integrated by Specialized. It's an S-Works aero bar. It's more of just like a wrist rest. You can't really get a full form on there, but it's just to kind of put out more power. Sorry about that, got a phone call. Anyways, so this one just clips right into the stem right here. But with the Venge, what it's known for is being one of the fastest aero bikes out that the Specialized made. As of right now, they don't make anymore. It's more discontinued. So now they have the Tarmac SL7, but this bike is still highly sought after for crit races. I mean, it's won tons of Tour de France stages, and but it was known for being very vertically stiff. What that means is that when you're riding over the bumps, rough roads, stuff like that, longer rides, you felt every kind of ride. There's obviously, you felt every kind of bump in the road. There's obviously some things you can do to make it more compliant by adding maybe wider tires, maybe making it tubeless. You can go those routes, but this bike was still pretty stiff for what it was. With that being said, not only was it vertically stiff, but laterally stiff. So when putting down the power, the bike would not flex, and that's why people enjoyed it so much. It was a very fast bike. But like I said, they have a pro model that would pretty much mimic what that Trek is for. So definitely with the Specialized Venge, I believe that they have a little bit more of a lightweight system to them. But we'll get into the Trek talking about the ISO speed that they offer, and this will be a little bit more compliant on there too. But so we'll go ahead and break down this Trek. This Specialized Venge. So they have the AeroFly 2 handlebars on here. It's a fully integrated handlebar that they have. The cables are ran internally through here. They go they go out of this access point right here, underneath the stem, down to the frame. Benefit to the Venge is that you're able to change out your stem or swap out your stem for a longer piece without having to redo your hydraulic cables. With this system, you're actually able to make it to the point that, like, if I want to lower my stem, I can do that. I can do that on the fly. I can do that in my house. If I want to change out my stem for a longer stem, I can do that in my house. So whereas the Trek MADONE, the situation, the cables are ran through the handlebar, through the stem. If you want to change out the stem for any reason to make it longer or anything like that, you do actually have to undo the hydraulic hoses from here and pull them out, put on a new stem, and put them back in. It's pretty easy for a mechanic to do, but it's time consuming and it costs money for a consumer. So whereas this, you bring me a stem or you buy a stem from me, I can swap it out, put it on pretty easily. So not a big deal there. They are both through axle. They both have disc brakes on there. Depending on the wheel set, this has a Revolve CLX 64 stock on it. It's a deeper dish wheel, very aerodynamic, but it just does really cut through the wind. So that being said, this has the win, I think, advantage with the ability to be able to swap out stems. It being fully integrated and no cables showing, you need something like this intuitive to be able to swap out stems and make it easy for mechanics, or easier for you, especially if you're racing or buying this bike for a fast aero bike. You want to be able to make changes on the fly, which is great. Bottom bracket on the Venge, this is a OSBB. It is a non-threaded bottom bracket. Specialized got rid of that now with the Tarmac SL7. It's threaded now, so this bottom bracket is nowhere on there. But on here, it's the OSBB. With the Specialized S-Works Venge, everything on this bike was ceramic speed from factory if you bought the S-Works. So the bearings, the bottom bracket bearings were ceramic speed. The wheel bearings were ceramic speed. You get a little bit more of a benefit to that as well. So you're getting nicer bearings right off the bat, which is very great. With this bike also, the seat stays are lowered to make it more aerodynamic. And then also in the rear as well, you have the Revolve CLX 64 wheels. This customer added the ceramic speed pulley in the back to make it, just to get as much gains as possible. But to wrap it up, I mean, this bike is a very fast aerodynamic bike. But like I said, the only thing bad about this bike and the only thing bad that I heard about it was how stiff it was riding. So very aero, very easy to maintain your top end speed, and the bike killed it. I don't know why they got rid of it. Maybe they're making revisions to bring it back later on down the road. I don't know. I know I work at Specialized, but I have not heard anything. This is just me thinking out loud that they might actually bring this bike back later on down the road. Not anytime soon, but hopefully they do, because I'm going to miss this bike. It won so many stages. It won so many races. It did a great job, so very cool. Going over to the Trek MADONE, like I said, very similar bikes. Big fat down tube, big fat top tube. The aero looks, everything like that. The bike is one of their top line aero bikes, and they still do have this bike in their family. They have the MADONE, which is this model right here, which is their aero bike. They have the Amanda, which is more of their climbing bike and all-around bike, and then they have the Domani, which is like their endurance bike, more for longer rides and comfortable and upright geometry. But with the MADONE, what this thing does that no other aero bikes do, so a lot of these big aero bikes and these very fast bikes, like I said before, they're very vertically stiff. So what Trek does, they put on this ISO speed, which is this system right here, which puts this rubber elastomer on the seat post, and also has this little system underneath right here too as well, loosen to slide, so you can put in different, I think, tensions for this ISO speed to allow it to make it a little bit more compliant. So this bike, not only is it a tank, but it is actually very smooth. So it's a very heavy bike, this model. I mean, I think it is the heavier of the two of them, but if you had Dura-Ace on it, it might be in comparison. But if you're looking for a fast aero bike and still want to have compliant ride, the Trek MADONE's out there. They make the down tube wider and longer, which is going to result in being a denser carbon, which is going to give more time for that. What this will do with this carbon fiber being taller, it'll give time for the vibrations to kind of trickle out. And also with the seat stays right here being a little bit taller as well and not going straight to here, it won't be as harsh of a ride. But they do make a really great job with this bike, and the Trek MADONE, I think, killed it. Now, the only thing like I said, the MADONE I know is very heavy of a bike, and it is kind of a porker. But other than that being said, it's absolutely gorgeous. With the Trek MADONEs as well, one thing I do have to say, they have the Project One, where it's a situation where you can actually paint your bike to any color you like. So if you're looking for a bike that you want to be high-end and be separated from different, the only thing I don't like about the Specialized is that the paint jobs are very limited. They usually only make 2 models with that paint job, whereas a Trek MADONE, they have the Project One, where you can pay extra money to get the paint job that you want, different from everyone else, stand out from the pack, and actually have a little bit of a cooler bike ride. But I don't know. And also with the Trek MADONEs too, they have this kind of turn lock on here as well, so it prevents you from doing anything crucial. I mean, you don't need to turn any more than that, which is great. So they do have a little turn lock, which is perfect. Whereas the Venge, this thing goes all the way here. Now, I know what you guys are thinking with these aero bikes. Do you have to worry about crosswinds? Yes, you do have to worry about crosswinds, but if there's anything that you ever think that, if you ever think in your mind that crosswinds are going to be the reason why you fall or get blown off the road, or it completely changes or manipulates your handling completely, one, you shouldn't be riding those conditions because that's extremely insane. But riding this bike compared to like an Amanda or something like that, or an aluminum Allay or something like that's not that aero, I mean, as long as you have decent bicycling handling skills and you have enough money to own one of these bikes and you're riding for a while, it's not that bad. I live in South Florida right now. It's 20-mile-an-hour winds out of the south, and you can ride the Boca Tour is going on today, which is like one of the faster rides out here. It's no problem at all to be riding. There's going to be plenty of people with maybe even deeper dish wheels than this riding that ride. You just have to kind of, you know, be prepared, be smart, stay concentrated. Don't get, you know, don't let go of your handlebars and try to take a goo, you know. Just know where you're at and be focused. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. This is my take on the two companies between Specialized and Trek. Let me know what you guys think of the two videos, or the two bikes. And if you guys have any comments or questions, let me know down below. Thank you guys again so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. All right, we got a free body sound test on this Bontrager rear wheel. There we go. Great. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Specialized Venge, Revolve CLX 64 wheels, ceramic speed, OSPW. Free body sound test. Kind of anticlimactic. 18 tooth ratchet. Alright guys, thank you so much. See you guys in the next video.